Hello and welcome to the front nine of round 2 of the Innova Presents 2026 Waco Annual Charity Open, powered by Legit Disc Golf. We're at Brazos Park East in Waco. I'm Erika Stinchcomb.
And I'm Rebecca Cox.
And we are CoxComb Commentary. And welcome back. So much better conditions today.
Oh my goodness. So good.
Uh-huh.
It's wonderful.
Pretty ideal, honestly. Yeah, much sunnier. We're going to be a lot happier out there. Just a reminder to watch every moment live on the Disc Golf Network and experience every shot as it happens for a limited time. Get 1 month free of DGN Standard or Pro with the code JomezFree at checkout. Pretty good deal. Pretty big hat on Holland Hanley there. Owen Scoggins and Sintija Klezberga, probably didn't say that right, both shot 2 down yesterday in some very rainy conditions. Leah, Tsinajinnie, and Dani Hart were on my card, first card out, and their even par scores held on, so that'll be a joy to watch. Sintija is, oh boy, she finished 75% fairway hits, 67% C2 in regulation, and 88% C1X putting. I haven't really watched her before, so I'm super excited.
Here we have Dani Hart, previously Dani Clyden. Really excited to see how she plays this course. I haven't really gotten to see her in a lot of coverage.
A lot of forehands, a lot of Berg upshots. Sintija is from Latvia. That is super my bad. Okay, Owen Scoggins with the attitude as always. You know her, you love her. She missed a couple of putts yesterday, it looks like, but she had a ton of birdies out there, and I think we're going to see a lot better scores today.
Oh, Leah! Here we have Leah Tsinajinnie. She's left-handed, originally a ultimate frisbee player, so she knows how to throw the lefty backhand, the lefty forehand. And fun fact, I always try to guess what she's going to do, and she always does the opposite.
Oh,
so
just like Owen.
Yeah, so I'm excited to see what she does. Okay, hole 1, we have par 3, 291 feet. We have that little OB creek right in front of us. We have to throw through that tunnel of trees that are all grown in. We have OB on the right and left side of the basket. This is one that you really want to get the birdie, but it's okay if you walk away with the par.
Innova presents the Waco Annual Charity Open. It's 9:30 and time for your lead card. First on the tee. Put your hands together for Owen Scoggins.
Yeah, Owen got 7 birdies yesterday, just found the bogey strokes. It looks like a totally different week, like let alone day. I mean, it was beautiful out. Pretty minimal wind too.
Yeah, I believe we had a bit of a tailwind here off the first hole, so that's even better.
Put your hands together for Sintija Klezberga.
From the little bit I've seen, it seems like Sintija has a ton of power and also appears to be quite tall. And she does rip over on that one, but it is safe.
Oh, it's so easy to do. It's the first hole, you want to park it, throw it hard, and you kind of pull it too far right.
Leah's first lead card appearance, one of the friendliest disc golfers out there. It's cool. She throws, I think, a pretty equal amount of forehands and backhands.
Yeah. See, I would have guessed the backhand here.
Right. But that's just a play to make sure she's safe and has a look.
Rounding out your lead card, put your hands together for Dani Hart.
Dani's been on the scene for a couple years now, formerly Dani Clyden, which you might recognize that name. So super stoked to get to see her. Nice smooth shot to start.
Oh, picture perfect.
Wow. All right.
Exactly what you want.
Showing up on the lead card with a follow fly right off the rip. Let's go. Sick.
Good luck, ladies. Have a great round.
And you're stoked to be safe after catching that right side. It's a pretty simple upshot from here.
Yep, I think Taylor has that same get freaky zone.
Oh, yeah, that's funny. Rebecca and I played together today, and yeah, it does look the same color and everything. And a little bit of work left. on that one. Leah for a birdie. And this floaty bit is smart. If she goes over that wall, it's out of bounds.
Yeah, she's good at doing that kind of floaty upshot. I think a lot of that comes from playing ultimate frisbee. She has a ton of touch.
Great birdie to start. Dani under par. Meaning Sintija is in the lead. Dani 1 stroke back. Hole 2, it's a par 4. Before we get into it, the Patreon disc winners are Kenneth Wheeler and Ryan Harrington. You guys get a Sonic or a Racer, I don't know which, signed by Double G, Greg Barsby, Colt Montgomery, and Big Germ. If you want to be next, check it out on JomezPro.com/Patreon, probably, whatever was on the screen. This par 4 is one you absolutely want to birdie at 531 feet. There's a lot of room on the drive. You can land pretty much anywhere across the width of it, as long as you get far enough. It's then not the longest of upshots. You just have to maybe navigate a couple of trees. This is one of the classic routes kind of battling that tree. It leaves usually a forehand approach that has a few kind of guardian trees in the way. Most ladies want to land right of where Dani is. That's crushed.
Yeah, absolutely crushed.
Mashed.
Yeah, like this is a course where I think a wider set of the competition can score. But if you have a big arm, everything just gets so much easier for you here.
I agree on the open holes.
Yes,
but not so much
specifically
in the woods.
on the open holes. Yes,
on the open holes, yeah, there's a few separators. Leah gonna work that left side as well. That should be far enough for her to attack. Yeah, it's a totally different vibe than yesterday. With all that rain, you're just trying to survive and get your pars. Normally, you have to shoot really hot at Waco to do well. I mean, typically, lead card appearances are seeing anywhere from a 5 down to an 11 down, or more often, I would say 9. So you're looking to get a lot of birdies and keep it really clean out here.
Yeah, today this hole feels like a must get. Like yesterday, it's like, oh,
whatever.
know.
But it is. You really want this one. Own, especially with that bogey to start. And that's a good upshot. Smooth looking forehand from Leah. So good.
Park job.
And man, this JomezPro series is pretty fun to just see some new faces, a little bit different field than we're normally seeing. Also, Waco is just a great course for that, as you said, Rebecca, because anyone can do well out here. Ooh, Dani looking super strong. That's an absolute tester for her birdie start.
Yeah, that's just got to give you a ton of confidence.
And I think that's about the same distance that she missed on hole 1, so really nice conversion from Own. And we are looking at our first star frame of this tournament, which means we give $50 to Edge, Educational Disc Golf Experience. Whew, okay,
Yeah.
we can do it, we can do
No
it.
pressure.
And I am betting that indeed was the easiest hole on the course today.
Here we have hole 3, 320 feet. We have a very low ceiling. Most people are going to be throwing the righty backhand low shot with something that's a little stable and a little faster to help climb that hill. There is a forehand line as well, but it's more distance to the basket, so it's more of like a big arm throw, unless you're just playing for the par. Everyone's really looking to get the birdie on this hole, especially since it's not elevated anymore.
If it weren't for that one branch. Yeah, you used to see a lot more higher plays, like getting it more air underneath it. Now you see a lot more of this where you're kind of left in circle 2.
Yeah, and these, I think, are all iron leaves.
Yeah,
Because
right.
there's no powering through any of this stuff. At least don't bet on it.
Oh, that was a nice looking shot from Sintija. That was her Proto Ricky Wysocki Halix. Haven't heard of that one.
Ooh, me either.
Neat. But she does catch a tree. I believe that's just inside, maybe just outside the circle. This is a tougher line for the lefty. A lot more trees in the way. Nice looking shot. Just needs the ground play on that hill, and she gets it.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like that's where a lot of people were landing, right outside the circle there on the hillside.
Leah showing us some incredible touch with that turn. It's like she's playing catch with a friend. Sintija come up a little short, but that should be an easy par. Dani always uses, not always, but very frequently uses this berg to throw in these like circle 2 to like 100 and maybe 50-foot shots, and they tend to be pretty close. It's always fun to watch.
Oh, so close from own there. Yeah, it was almost like an optical illusion there because it looked like she was about to throw like a full power shot. And I'm like, how far away is she again?
No, misses the comebacker. Bummer. Dani definitely wanting that one back, but I do like that she's got her foot all the way on the gas. And lead card, not quite finding the green on this one. This played as one of the easier holes. There were 8 birdies today. Hole 4. I said easier than ever. Yesterday it played as the hardest hole on the course. Today the 3rd hardest. You want to get around, maybe to the corner or around it. You see a varying level of aggression. On the second shot, if you have a forehand, that I think is the best play, but you can absolutely wrap a turning backhand shot around the second corner as well. We're seeing some ladies get far enough around the first corner to actually be able to see the pin, which is pretty insane. A few years ago, that was not the case. Early anything is an absolute nightmare, especially left. This can turn into a big number in a hurry. I would say this is like the second most common error, pushing deep. The first most being catching the early left corner.
Yeah, I think it looked like she went right at that tree, which happens when you overcommit a little bit.
Similar story for Leah, but a better spot.
Yeah, at the very worst, you want to at least have like ground under you.
Totally.
Oh, like, you know, it's better to be on like the edge.
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay. You catch my drift.
Nice shot from Own. She's in that position where she might be able to see the pin, or very close anyway. Yeah, I love ground under me.
Listen.
And this is the spot you absolutely don't want to land in. She's on the edge enough to make it work, but you just can't really get very aggressive here. This is as good as you could possibly do it. That was incredible.
That was perfect.
Leah with her technical forehand skills wrapping the corner nicely.
See, would you not think she would throw a backhand right there?
Totally. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Do
you see what I mean?
As a left-handed person, that does make sense. But if you have that turning forehand, though, it's so versatile. Sinthia's 3rd, catching a tree and kicking kind of deep on that left side. What an amazing recovery shot from Dani. And she's riding the right side a bit harder than she would like, but she's close. Let's see if she has a look at it.
Oh, yeah. Owen got way down there.
One of the few, I'm sure, throwing a full-speed driver on the drive, though.
Yeah, yeah.
You do see some fairway drivers, but most throwing putters or mids. So fun to watch.
Oh, my goodness.
My favorite shot in disc golf, little panning forehand.
Yeah.
Could watch it all day. Sintija gonna have to settle for a bogey. This hole did play.
Oh, the kitty!
Oh, this cat lives around here somewhere. Oh man, what a star!
Oh, dude, it's so cute.
So cute. I blame the cat.
Yeah.
This hole did average 3/4 of a stroke over par.
What a par save.
Incredible scramble from Dani. And I think that's what the wood section is all about. You do want to attack, but you mostly just need to scramble and manage and not take anything worse than a single bogey if you can help it.
You got to stop the bleeding, as my dad would say.
Yep.
All right, hole 5, 264 feet, par 3. As you can see, we are surrounded by trees. It's pretty far uphill. You've got this like first level and the basket's up there on the second level. I personally like to throw something that's faster so I can keep it underneath that low ceiling and try and just crest that hill to give myself a putt. Very, very birdieable, but like Erika was saying, if you get off the fairway, you really just need to know when to take your medicine and get your pars.
Leah with a heat. Leah is open bag, which is pretty fun, as is Dani. So large variety of different companies being utilized. Own with a pretty turning shot. Get some decent ground play. She'll be just outside the circle. The ground was drier than I expected. Like
I was very pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be a nightmare, but pretty good conditions.
Yeah, and these are great shots, especially considering the sun is just blasting them in the eyes.
That's so true. Yeah, Dani up there for a putt. That's so funny. Squinting. And Sintija getting some height on it. This left side, late left, is, I don't even want to call that a mistake, but if you're going to push one side, that's the side to do it on.
Yeah.
Leah, long bid, solid effort.
I love her putt because it's like, you know how everyone's putt is unique? And like in her downswing, she like pauses for a good long while before she follows through.
And Sintija with her first slow mez. Hopefully of many, really nice connection there. Just a shadowy figure. Who's that disc golfer? Dani from just inside the circle. It's a tough putt just because of the hillside. It can be hard to kind of get your normal power through your legs. Own making it work. Great birdie.
Yeah, she's got a game face on.
I know. A lot of times Owen is just kind of out there joking, but you can tell when she's like, it's time to turn it on.
Yeah, she's locked in.
And love seeing some bogey-free cards out here. Hole 6 is a par 3, 267 feet. Very technical. I think the backhand is so difficult, but you do see a lot of them. We saw Owen get through kind of the right side yesterday. That is the side you can mess around with a little bit more. It's a pretty hard gap just right off the tee. You see a lot of early hits, and this one is very, very hard to scramble if you are early. I like the forehand. I think that's a really nice way to get down there. The mistake on that one too is that late right, which is a bit friendlier. Owen with the same exact play as yesterday, but gonna catch early. That is far enough, hopefully, to have a simple approach shot. Ooh, man, that had the right movement on it.
Yeah, you have to push so far forward before you really want to turn right with the forehand. So you have to put all this power on it.
Yeah, you do want to usually miss left of that tree if you can, but then sometimes you end up pushing that back wall. So just a straight pushing forehand that fades at the end. Dani early. Also, you can't really make the flex work on the forehand. You have to throw either just flat or with a little bit of hyzer, which is not the predominant angle that most women are throwing sidearms. Nice upshot from Owen.
Yeah, that's probably the reason Owen threw backhand, because she needs more airspace on both sides.
Exactly. Also, she just never does what you think.
Yeah.
I love Sintia's forehand.
Yeah.
It's just like really smooth and controlled and also has a lot of power. Dani gonna swing this one way out. That's so hard to do when your right foot is behind your lie and you're trying to throw the hyzer on the sidearm.
Yeah.
It often comes out early.
There she is again with that little touchy forehand.
The best. Let's just put together a little reel of Leah Tsinajinnie floaty panning forehand upshots. And a good correction from Dani. Getting the par on this one. Oh, this one actually is a tie for the fourth most difficult, and that's just due to lack of birdies. It's a hard one to reach. Most good shots finding circle 2. The only 2 women to birdie it today were Emily Weatherman and Evie Lou Ramey. New name for me.
Yeah.
Congrats, that's a sick
Very
birdie.
nice. Okay, here we have hole 7, 462 feet, par 4. I see most people throw the backhand about to this lane here. Varying distances, it doesn't really matter too much as long as you're out in the open. And then you have this second shot, which every time I look at it, I kind of want to just throw it in. You know, you kind of have the ground right there behind it to stop it. And you really do want to keep the disc high on the upshot as well, because if you hit too low on those stairs, you'll likely roll down.
This is totally like a dream eagle. That's doable.
You can just see the little tunnel all the way to the basket from the tee pad.
Owen pulling it right and gonna kick pretty early. She should be able to par, I think. I think this is another one where distance can be so helpful. If you really blast out of this tunnel, you're rewarded with like a dead straight putter shot. You see Sintija taking some off just to make sure she gets out of the gap. But from back there, it's a much more challenging straight shot.
Leah hit something a little early, but she's out in the open, which is really, really what you want. She'll have a little bit longer of a second shot, though.
Dani, at least it kicked out of that right side.
Yeah. That was so close to being perfect, though. It looked a little high. Maybe it went into like that right side stuff.
Yeah, which if it's on the edge is fine. Leah heading towards the left side where there's the new mandatory relief, which I am not sure if that's in.
Yeah, she might have just stopped short on that hill. Ooh, Sintija going standstill.
Oh, pretty
wow.
upshot. Man, that's as good as you can do it. Own following suit here. So perfect.
Yeah, she managed to stay out in the open, it looked like, so.
Leah, wow, way back here, I think behind that mandatory relief area. Oh, okay, and she just chops through. Sick. You see so many putts from down here, especially on this right side, is very obstructed.
And the entire staircase is inside the circle, too, so you're like at the very bottom and you want to jump putt, but you can't. Speaking from experience.
Great birdie from Sintija, who is from Latvia, if you just all want to remember that with me. Own gonna tap one. Oh, well, forgot that was for par. Yeah, Sintija with the only birdie on that one. Hole 8's a short par 3, 213 feet. You almost never see one under 250. So you are licking your chops, but it is a technical little shot. Dead straight, but it kind of looks like it curves to the right. So you end up seeing a lot of people kind of trying to turn one. And a really perfect shot often kind of goes by this basket or down to the right side. You can see how steeply the green slopes from left to right and doesn't leave you with much of a putt. I think you see a pretty equal amount of backhands and forehands on this one. It's fun to be able to throw a putter off the tee.
Yeah.
Oh, this is so good. No, I thought it was so good. That right angle.
Yeah, this hole is like a perfect example of like how this course plays. You're just on the tee pad like, oh yeah, I'm going to get this birdie. Oh my goodness, Owen, what was that line?
It's lucky. But she'll have that difficult putt I was talking about.
But like 1 second you're going, I want this birdie. And the next second you're like, ooh.
Can I make a par, actually? Leah. And she does blast deep, but very pretty shot.
Little follow flight.
It's her MVP servo.
Oh
man. Wow. Look at that leg kick. Look at that hamstring flexibility.
Dude. Give that guy a raise.
Straight up. Dani with a smooth shot. And I like this play. She's not super rewarded for it, but I like that she's just letting the disc go straight without trying to force turn something.
Yes.
Sintija gonna take the par. Smart not to run that too hard and end up down the hill. Leah coming back at it for birdie. Oh, strong run. Tricky little putt for Dani. She's going straddle. Looks like she needs to kind of pop it up.
Man, you know there has to be thorns in there.
Yeah. Own with a little bit of room to the left side. Makes it work. And that's a cool thing to do to capitalize on that good luck. Sometimes you feel like you didn't earn it, you know, if it sneaks through some stuff.
All right, hole 9, 519 feet, par 5. This is another one where you're kind of licking your chops a little bit, but there's so much danger in here. You're really looking to stay clean because once you get in the woods, it's pretty much just a pitch out. There's not really a lot of room to swing your arms or anything, especially when you get a few feet in. So just making sure that you stay in the fairway. It can be a quote unquote easy birdie if
it all goes right.
If everything goes well. But yeah, it's a difficult par 5.
Can also be an easy bogey. Own going aggressive, getting a lot of air under that. It's going to drop to a fine spot.
Yeah, it's like a tunnel shot, and then you see that one tree in the sunlight, and you're like, okay, throw it perfectly in the middle, except don't hit that tree.
Oh, love this little inside route.
All right. Her footing is going to be a little weird, but that should take a lot of the hard work out of it.
That was a Buzz SS. Love the mid play. Here's the same disc Leah just threw on the last one. And I love that she's getting it down to the ground early by that tree. That's all you need for the birdie. Dani flipping a sidearm up, and she's going to be riding that right side, but it should be okay. That looks perfect.
Yeah, down here was pretty wet on like the left side of the fairway a little bit.
Yeah, if you got too far over, you were sliding around. I think Own will be in an okay spot.
It looked dry.
And Leah, very sharp angle for the lefty, and she manages it nicely. Here's another very sharp angle. This one, it's so easy to throw it too hard and then push the back wall. That is great. I believe that was her Clash cookie. Wow, man, a few more feet and Sintija would be in eagle attacking position. Does overpower that. That's honestly a good tree hit.
But she's still lined up perfectly for the birdie
Yeah,
here.
they all are playing this hole really well. This upshot's a bit trickier than it looks because of all those trees. You want to keep it a little bit more to the left side.
Yeah, and it's like you're throwing uphill, but you have a low ceiling, but you can't skip up because of all those roots.
Yeah, the roots will stop you.
Ooh, Own gets through clean.
And this is where you would really think Leah's going to throw a backhand.
Just a little pitch up, little backhand.
Yeah,
you know?
but she's on the dance floor. I don't know. There's so much power in just choosing what feels comfortable. And I mean, we've seen her park that forehand over and over. This is when I did the same thing, essentially, where you have 2 perfect shots and then you mess up the final upshot and you're like, come on, I was right there.
Well, fun fact, after Erika did that, she did big putt everybody. About
Just you.
Yeah.
Just
Oh, shoot, it was just me. Everyone else made their putts. Dang it.
Leah, the big putt of her own, circles edge that tree in her way.
Oh, what a
Good connection.
So solid. Especially with that funky, that tree was just...
Leah keeping a bogey-free 2 down. If you're not going to get a ton of birdies, but you can just kind of plug away and not make a lot of mistakes, you're going to be rewarded out here.
Yeah.
She's looking clean. Own to move to 3 down through the front. And our lead card playing this technical par 5 very nicely. Let's see, that one played 0.2 over par, was the 8th most difficult. So yeah, Own continuing to lead the way. Sintija just 1 stroke back, our 2 leaders. Leah, love to see that bogey free. That's always a dream if you can be bogey free, especially in a wooded course.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see, anyone else popping off? Looks like Rebecca Cox 4 down. No big deal, no big deal. Lauren Butler currently 5 down through 14, the hot round currently.
Oh, wow.
Do you think there's more birdies on the back or the front?
I think, I don't know.
Yeah, there's a lot on
I don't
both.
really know.
So we have a whole nother 9 holes to look forward to here on moving day. Really great conditions. We got a few more wooded holes. We got some windy open holes with out of bounds. And please join us there. I'm Erika Stinchcomb.
I'm Rebecca Cox.
You're listening to CoxComb Commentary. Bye.